Center, and this is Optima Batteries Unleashed at the SEMA Show. We're down here by Chris Forsberg's trailer, NOS Energy Drink, and our great friends at Falcon Tire. There's Brandon Hurst's Model S, and I'll tell you why we need the Falcon Tire guys here this week, because we've been burning up tires like nobody's business, so much so that they had to bring a truckload of tires in, and not because they were driving nicely. They were doing crazy, smoky, drifting burnouts all week long. Here's Coda Atwood, another Falcon guy, and he used to have a Camaro. So if you want to follow him on Instagram, it's at the Hunamaro. He's got a camera because it's a Tesla, so I'm not going to even bother to try to help him back his car in. He knows what he's doing. He's one of our ultimate streetcar competitors. He will not be drifting, but he will be competing this weekend at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Optima's Ultimate Streetcar Invitational. Coda is one of 80 cars competing in that event. They're all street legal, registered, titled, licensed, insured, street legal cars and trucks running at least 200 treadwear, many of them running Falcon tires. Here's Justin Pollock's Mustang. He's been out here giving people a possible settlement case for the inhalation of vaporized rubber, but he's not alone. The Keep It Reet folks are here. Kevin Shanahan, Morgan Drifts is here, C. Griffin is here. Our friends Magnaflow are here too. Camberg, great friends of the brand. There's my boss's truck. That's a Raptor R. And then look at this. Optima products, pretty maids all in a row. Now I'll go from the top to the bottom. That's our tiny little Group 7. That's for like dirt bikes. It's a motorcycle battery basically. And then we got some bigger ones. This is our all new QH6 orange top lithium car battery. That's a direct fit upgrade for anybody who has a DH6 or an H6 car battery, which would be a lot of GM vehicles. A lot of European vehicles use the H6 size. And the great thing is if you've got a car that uses an H7 or an H8, it probably has a footprint that'll allow you to use an H6. Plenty of cranking power, 34 pounds lighter than an H6 AGM battery. And then our 150 amp hour deep cycle lithium and RV marine battery, and our 120 amp hour dual purpose starting and deep cycle lithium and RV battery. And I'll tell you what makes these batteries stand out. There's a lot of things that do, but one of the big features is they're waterproof. They're IP67 rated against water and dust intrusion. And I live on the Harris Chain in the great state of Florida, the free state of Florida. I talk to hundreds of anglers every year, from weekend folks just having fun to professional guys who do nothing but bass fish for a living. The most common failure point I hear from folks using lithium batteries, water intrusion. And I don't know why somebody would market a battery for marine use that's not waterproof, but I can tell you they're some of the least expensive batteries on the market, and there's good reason for that. So you don't have to buy our battery. It's not the cheapest on the market, but if you're gonna buy a lithium battery, make sure you buy one that's waterproof, at least IP67. The location, this is Las Vegas, baby. It's not Long Beach. This is the Las Vegas Convention Center. We're in the bronze lot. This is the SEMA Show 2024. It's the same place the SEMA Show has been for decades. It's in the title of the video, but I feel it's worth repeating. Somebody asked a question, so I'll give you an answer. There's Carrie Strange. She keeps all these animals in order. That's her husband, Tim. She keeps him in order, too. Christopher Pavorde, Baja 1000 trophy truck racer, was out here burning up the tires in his truck. This is El Bandito from the Fun Havers. Vaughn Gittin Jr. is going to be out here today running that thing. It does look a little bit like Long Beach. Thank you for the comments. Gone in seconds. I appreciate it. Justin Bauer is here. Actually, all the Synergy Energy Development folks are here. Racetreads.com is here. And again, we're going through so many tires, we got to bring them in by the truckload. Trent Beecham is here. Tanner Faust is here. Tanner Faust, this is his Nitrocross car. It's an EV. I think it's based on a Renault. It was a spec series. He had this thing out yesterday, and Bob Sobey ran the fastest time in our Peak Performance Challenge, which is like an 8th mile drag race into a hairpin turn, another 8th mile drag race into a 40-foot stop box. Sobey ran the fastest time in his 800 horsepower Nissan GTR. Tanner beat it on the first run. Now, Tanner's a professional driver. 15 Optimas in your lowrider. Well, thank you. We had a lowrider out here. I don't know what happened to it, but he had a bunch of our lithium batteries in the back of his lowrider. There's pictures floating around on the internet. You'll find them. The beautiful Oldsmobile looked like about a 62. But Tim Berisha was out here in the Porsche, tapped the wall with it a little bit, and Adam Knapik in his Optima branded car out here as well. Then over on the Ultimate Street Car side, well, the Ultimate Street Cars. Now these cars are all street legal, titled, licensed, and insured. They all run at least 200 treadwear street tires. That orange and black Camaro looks familiar. It was in the first Fast and Furious movie. And the owner also owns the C2 Corvette. That was Letty's Corvette. I think it was in Fast and Furious 8. That's Brian Hobaugh. Probably the most famous second-gen Camaro in the country, in the world. Larry Chen memorably photographed that car, I think, at Portland back in 2010, and the pictures went viral. Just a stunning car. And Brian's had that car forever. And then these trucks came from the Peterson Auto Museum in Los Angeles on a 4x4 rally to SEMA. Look at that. Sponsored by KC Off-Road Lights, Jeep, and Optima Batteries. So they didn't do the whole thing off-road because I don't think that's possible, but at least 50 miles, including Mopar 1 Daryl and this Ram pickup that has bags on it. And Daryl surprised some folks. They saw that show up and didn't think it would do well in the off-roading, but Daryl came out to King of the Hammers with us, and we had an EV off-road rally out at King of the Hammers. Daryl rented, it was an EV hybrid off-road rally, and some poor soul on, what's that car loaning service? He rented somebody's hybrid and took it out and off-roaded it at King of the Hammers, and it did fine. He knocked some body panels off, the lower rocker panels, just popped them back on, told the guy what he was going to do. This is the Optima Unimog. If you've been to King of the Hammers, you've seen it out there. It's gone up the mountain at Chocolate Thunder many times. It doesn't get there fast, but it always gets there. Chris Smith's Camaro. This is your regular season champion in Optima's Ultimate Streetcar Series. And this car, even though it's a 70 Camaro, built LS7, I think 670 horsepower or something crazy like that, has anti-lock brakes, traction assist, and a sequential gearbox. Brutally fast car, super competitive in this series, and does exceptionally well in design engineering, which is the 4-minute car show that we have. Look at these guys. One per customer, please. One per customer. This is your 2-time and defending Optima Ultimate Streetcar Invitational champion. Those are backpacks too, if you want to wear them on your back instead of your backpacks. Just those on your back. And be a sandwich board for us for the rest of the day. That's the whole idea behind the backpack straps. Yeah. So, Ken Kelly brought his 70 Plymouth Cuda AAR. That's a legit AAR Cuda, except he did a red eye swap on it, and he's out here beating on it. Custom interior, Recaro seats, magnificently done. Ken from Classic Car Liquidators in Denton, Texas, sponsor of the series. David Carroll, it's not an LS, it's a L something else swap. Twin turbo 74 Chevy Blazer, about 800 horsepower in this truck. Brutally fast. That was your runner-up this year in the No Limit Engineering GTT class for trucks. Dustin Reed. This is actually the finishing order for points that these trucks finished. Fran Marchand, there he is. I was going to say Fran Marchand's truck was missing, but somebody's truck might be absent. This is Logan Melson's truck. This is a this is a 2000 Ford Ranger, and it has a 2JZ swap in it, running like 31 pounds of boost. This truck has over 300,000 miles on it. He drives it daily. He drove it to the show, and he's not the only one. There's other cars in competition here that were driven here. The Colorado was not. It came from South Dakota on a trailer. And many of them come on a trailer because these people are beating on their cars, and most of them don't break. In fact, I think of the 80 competitors we had, 79 of them did not break in the Peak Performance Challenge. So that's a pretty good ratio, because I think if you take 80 cars from anywhere else in the show and try to run them in the Peak Performance Challenge, I think more than half of them would probably break, and none of them would be as fast as any of these cars. So pretty impressive. Optima Unleashed at the 2024 SEMA show. SEMA Fest is tonight. Cage the Elephant and Sublime with Rome are the two headliners. See how that goes. Here's your ultimate street cars. And there's Megasaurus. Megasaurus has been with us all week. We put a little Optima lithium battery on its back. It's a dinosaur. I don't know what it's going to do, but we need to get a permit to do it today. I think it's going to involve some flames or something. So there's a link in the description. If you look at the description, there's a link to a live stream. We've got a static cam running here all week long. If you want to check it out, check out our live stream in that link. It's a Vimeo link. Sorry, YouTube. That's where the guys put it. But check out that link and you can see what's going on. Lots of drifting. If you're at the show, head up on the Optima Batteries Big Rig. We're giving away ride-alongs in the drift cars, in addition to lots of swag, lots of hats, nice swag. I mean, there's some koozies and lanyards and stuff like that, but we're giving away sweatshirts, like these awesome Sparky sweatshirts. We're giving away hats and battery chargers and, $300-400 car batteries. So why wouldn't you come by if you're at the SEMA show? Show opens at 9. Head up on, they call it Megatron. I can't call it Megatron because that's the name of a battery from another battery company, even though our parent corporation makes those batteries. This is the place to be. Optima Batteries Unleashed. Thank you so much for watching.